What up, ladies and gentlemen? So, people been just yelling at me to do a catch and cook video. So, I'm gonna catch a few of my absolute favorite fish to eat, which is a large bluegill. Not a giant bluegill, but a large one. I don't, that when you get over, big ones over 9 inches, 9¼ or whatever, 9½. Those essentially just a little too big to eat, and you really don't want to eat those fish. Most people just think, oh, they're big fish, I want to eat them. But don't, man, they're just not. They're really, honestly, not very good looking or tasting. Oh my gosh. There are a bunch of fish down here right now. Hold on a second, guys. Right there. Those are going to be bluegill, I'm guessing. I'm out off of a point. And I just dropped a pin on there. I have fished this area before, but over further, I just happened to come up with a hump, and there they are. We're going to be eating good tonight, boys. Alright, got my bow mount down. Ain't gonna be nothing crazy here. There's fish. Look at that, there's fish right there. I'm just gonna find a leech or something here, guys. Maybe I should put my plug in my live well, huh? Maybe I'll do that first. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Plug in my live well. Fill that up. And stuff. There's still fish down here. Get back up on these fish here. Just my linder rig with a leech. I got a smaller leech on. That way I don't have to wait as long once these bluegill hit. They can suck it in. I'll set that hook. Recommend using a little bit bigger hook when you're doing this. That way, because those really big bluegills, I mean, they can suck it in and swallow that bait in about 2 seconds flat. And that's not really what you want. Ideally, if you're gonna plan on letting some go, maybe. It appears like there's fish all over down here, so I don't know how I missed that fish. Oh, there. I didn't miss that one, though. That is a bluegill, right? I don't know if that's a bluegill or not. It is. It's a big bluegill. Huh. It feels like a big bluegill. Oh yeah, this is about the size I want to eat. This is, not quite 9 inches maybe. It's a nice bluegill though. Oh, and there's a bunch more down there. There we go. That's probably an 8 3/4 inch fish maybe. Oh, and there's fish down there. If I could just get my hook off of whatever I'm doing here and go back down there. So I'm going to throw it right there. Fish here. And I got him. Fish, 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 fish. Oh gosh, get this down so you guys can see what's going on here. This lake I have caught 10-inch fish. I've caught 10.5 inch. Lots of them. Oof, that's a big fish. We definitely will not be keeping that. That's a big fish. It's over 9 inches. Probably 9.5. It is. It's actually closer to 10, you guys. So that's a fish you definitely don't want to keep. Depending on, if you want to protect your fishery, those are the big breeders you want to keep in there. That keeps the genetics of the fish in the lake. But keep what you want. I'm just giving you guys advice, in case you want to keep the big ones in the lake. Microphone out of the wind here for you guys. fish. There's a smaller one we will keep. Alright, you guys, we're going to magically appear in my kitchen right now. Alright, you guys, here we are. It's now nighttime, and I did keep 6 bluegills. It's part of this catch cook video. Hard part about cleaning bluegills is they have a very high rib cage, so it's kind of tough to clean them unless you've done it quite a bit. But I clean them just like I fillet any other fish. A lot of people like to cut the heads off, and scale them and stuff, and that's fine. Me, don't. I fillet everything. Right down the back, like so. Well, normally what I would do is I'd let these soak in cold water overnight to draw a bunch of the blood out. But I'm not going to tonight. Not going to make a massive difference, but it's just normally what I do. If you notice, my kitchen is dirty at all, just got to deal with it. Because I have kids running my apartment all day long and trashing it. Okay, just going to do that one fish. There's the 2 fillets, and the one thing I always do when I tell everybody to do, right here on the fish, if you guys have ever ate anything, walleye, bass, crappie, bluegill, there is a layer of pin bones right there. It's just a small strip. But if you've ever been eating and you got one jammed in your throat or jammed in your gums, it's a bad thing and it hurts. So I always advise just taking them out. Alright, that's how I clean my bluegills. Gonna wash some of these up, and then I got a little something extra that I always make with my fish. Alright guys, I'm just going to show you something here. So, here's my fish fillets that I had, the bluegill. I did let them sit in some cold water for probably an hour or so. And then I have liquid egg here, and this is called Kentucky Kernel flour. Put it in the egg, put it in the flour, and then put it in this big frying pan full of butter. There's actually probably too much butter in there. But before we do that, this is one of my favorite things to do. As you can see here, see those? Those are cubed up Yukon Gold potatoes. They've been on the burner for probably a half hour now, but you cook these, cube them up, throw some butter in there, put some seasoning salt on there. I love Johnny's seasoning salt, Lowry's. There's also this one here, cookies. Honestly, I'll throw a little bit of all of it in there, and then mix them up really good, and make sure and put these on, like they're on like 4.5 right now. Put them on 4.5 low heat, because if you cook them too fast they're going to turn to mush, but if you cook them on low heat they'll cook nice and slow. And then towards the end here, what I do is I turn them up on 5, and they actually brown. I like the brown crispy potatoes. Now this part here actually gets kind of messy. I got to clean the stove after all this. And I'm just going to show you, what I like to do. I'll put them in there, cover them in egg, and then I usually even give them a little pat to kind of get that stuff to stick. I'll bring them over. And just remember now, I got 2 hands normally, so It's a lot easier with 2 hands. I put them in the pan. And I repeat that process for all my little fillets right here. And you can see, I mean, they're bluegill, but they're decent sized. So there's actually, I mean, there's bluegill has a lot of nice meat on it. And I cook these until they're nice and golden brown on both sides. Hopefully this is how it's going to turn out today again. But since I'm making a catch and cook, who knows how it's going to turn out. Anyway, I'm going to fill this pan, turn the heat up on those, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright. Alright. Here's some of these bluegill. You can see how nice and golden brown these are. What I do is, I turn the heat up to about medium. Oops. There we go. And I let them sit in the pan for a while. And I let the one side on them turn nice and golden brown. And I make sure and shake the pan all the time, you know, every couple minutes or so. That way they end up not sticking to the pan. And now that a lot of that butter is gone that I put in there, there's a good one. I flipped all these over. I'll do the same thing. You just shake this pan. Yeah, make sure they don't stick. I already did a little bit. I'm shooting my video, but a little work with the old spatula and you'll be just fine. There we go. All of them are moving now. And I got my potatoes over here too. I gotta, there we go. These are actually, I mean, they're done. You can see they're nice and golden brown. I'm gonna trim them off. Elapsed time since I put them on the heat is about 45 minutes. So I'm just gonna take these off of the heat. And I'm gonna flip these a couple more times and nurture them here to get them nice and golden brown on all sides, and I'll show you the end result. All right, what do we have here? This is my pan-fried bluegill. Hear it? It's nice and crispy on the outside, and that's from the high heat. You know, at the end, I turn it up a little bit, nice golden brown in there. Plus, I got these taters here too. These babies are gonna be awesome. Let's take a look at them here and take a bite. This is like a really simple recipe, you guys, too, by the way. I make it quite often. My potatoes. And they're hot. Hot. And the potatoes are better than the fish. To be honest with you, they always are. But here's a piece of that bluegill. Mmm. It is honestly just amazing. Bluegill is my top 2, you know, fish I like to eat. It's a toss up between that and perch. Number 3 would probably be crappie. Actually, 3 and 4 probably toss up between crappie and pike. Walleye, sadly, is like number 5 for me. I don't know why. I just don't like it as good as nothing. You can't beat a good bluegill, honestly. That's so good. Well, oh, that's so good. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The catching part wasn't real elaborate, but you know, it was kind of cut and dry. I went out, caught some nice bluegills. Caught them. You know, it was a deeper, clear lake. When you're fishing deep, clear water for bluegills, look deep. You know, you're really not going to find them right up in the weeds, and if you do, they're super skittish. Look for deeper water. You'll find them there. Yeah. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will be putting up more stuff soon. Peace.